Welcome into the stream, YouTube, here for episode number 17, and we have got a very important day here on the 10th of March. It's not youth intake, but it is an important day because we do have the DFB Pokal semi-final draw, which means we did win our quarterfinal against Frankfurt, which is where we're going to start our recap. We did beat them in a penalty shootout because Max Engel is a god, but if you look at the stats, we absolutely dominated him. 2 goals disallowed for VAR. We had multiple chances in the first half. Should have been 3-4-0 up. Anderson missed the one-on-one, hit the post. Yayas hit the post in the first half. We led though, and then we conceded. Then we proceeded to miss in the 93rd minute with Mitchell, and then we went and won in the penalty shootout. And we had chances in the Anderson missed it again in the 6-yard box in the 180th minute to win it as well. I don't know how if it shows you like the penalty shootout stuff. I hope it does if I press key, because I want you guys to see it. But we did beat him in a shootout because Max Engel is the GOAT, and there we are. Maybe if we leave it on key, we just get to see all the highlights. Maybe we'll just run through it. You'll see a few of these then that we were talking about. But it gets me to a point where I'm like, that's the chance he misses, then he scores the next one. Pretty much from the same highlight, they go long from the goal kick. There you go. You get to see it. But it brings me to a point. We've then lost games in the league. Like, we played this well against Frankfurt. And then in the league, we have basically the same chance. This time he just decides to side foot and he scores. Good lad. But basically against the rest of the teams in the league, we just drop points for fun. Like, there's a game against Darmstadt about to recap. 3-1 up, 2-0 up, and we went on and we lost. Like, it's just really, really, really like weird highlights and weird games. And yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, Brendan Mitchell goal. Oh, this is one of the disallowed ones. Who cares? Let's go to the shootout, huh? Let's go to the shootout. Hazard here with Max Engel. Good save. Nice hand. Should save it. It's the next save that is unreal. Here's the penalty shootout, though, that we did win in order to get through. 5 perfect penalties, or 4 perfect penalties. Yep, he's got it rolling with a great ball top bin. Great effort top bin. It's a great save. And then we got Plea stepped up. And this save from Max Engel is just superstar-esque. Full stretch to his right. Bang. Like, that's hit with some power and some venom. And, then on we went through and there we are. And yeah, we definitely deserve to get through this game, which was great. But it brings me back to our league form. And we worked it out on stream that we should have an extra 17 points to what we have in terms of the games we've lost and been FM'd. Dresden have got 6 points on us because they've FM'd us home and away. That's 6 points we should have. There's the games against Darmstadt. Obviously, we dropped 2 points there that I'm about to show you. That game there that we should have won. The Jans Renberg game where they had 4 shots to our 17 shots, and we lost 2-0. We dominated that game, and yeah, so there's definitely a lot of. Don't know why that doesn't show you the winning penalty there. In the end, Mitchell steps up, keeper goes the right way, but Mitchell put it bottom bins and we won. But yeah, and then if you get to those games I was mentioning, we just won there. FCN played well. We were slightly rotated side, but not great. Should have picked up a draw, missed a couple of big chances. Yet again, 8 shots, only 3 on target. That's one of the games that didn't count in our 17 points. The draw against Darmstadt is just one of those ones that make you want to rip your hair out and say, this is why we're not going up this season. 1.8 for expected goal ratio, 20 shots, 13 on target, done enough to win the game. And for whatever reason at the back, we just concede every chance that we just see. It just, between Bloomberg, who's our backup keeper, who, for our backup keeper with all this promise that he has, concedes every shot that seems to go on target against him, right? And, Garcia's all of a sudden started to go at 6.2. It's not really been good enough for YouTube. And then, obviously, Kiel and Heidemann, we won. But look at this Kiel game. We had to go down to 10 men to spark us to play good football. And even then, we probably could have scored a couple more if it was nice. We're just in this period where we dominate games, we don't score, and then the opposition score every chance. And, sometimes you get that period for like a few games, a couple of months, and then it evens out and you start dominating. We've had this period for the whole entire season. And I said it to the stream, I'm going to say it here in this YouTube episode. Last year, we deserved to be in a chance to go up or go up. But you want to know why? Last season, when you look at the clean sheets you kept, and I'm a big believer that, goals win games, clean sheets win championships, promotion, titles, you name it. Clean sheets are gold, right? Clean sheet runs, through here, couple clean sheets again, another clean sheet as well, another run of clean sheets through there. What we did is we did really well. And really, on the final day, we got FM'd by FC Heidemann. Well, not really, actually. We didn't get FM'd. We played shit. Right, own up to it. We played absolutely horrid. In our biggest game, the kids failed because we won on that day with the results going our way. St. Pauli would have dropped out and we would have went into a playoff to get into the Bundesliga. We deserved that last year because we stayed in the hunt and we kept getting clean sheet after clean sheet after clean sheet, and we were one of the better sides. And we picked up the points that we should have, and yeah, we lost a couple of games that we shouldn't have, but that's okay. This year though, reoccurring theme, conceding goals every game. Every game we're conceding goals. Our last clean sheet came in December. And a 4-0 win against SVS. We haven't been able to keep a clean sheet since. And there has been games we've absolutely dominated and we can't keep a clean sheet. For me, that screams you're not good enough to go up. For me, that screams you're too inconsistent. For me, that screams, when I look at it, that a team that, yeah, you're good, and yeah, you're great, and yeah, you're good going forward, but on the days where you don't finish, which is a lot of days at the minute that we're not finishing our clear-cut chances, you're going to lose or draw. If you keep a clean sheet in the minimum rate, you're going to draw, you're going to pick up a point. And right now, if we could, at a minimum, get a point, 3 points, and just go on a run like this, if we were to win all these games here, we would get promoted. But for me, we're not going to win all those games there unless we keep clean sheet after clean sheet after clean sheet. So that's kind of what I'm getting at. We're too inconsistent this year to go up, yet we're in the semi-final of the VFL Pocket, which makes no sense if we're very inconsistent and not a good side. All right, all I wanted to be done is drawn at home, please, and preferably avoid, I don't even know, Dortmund, Leipzig, Berlin. Who do you want, boys? Who do you want in the Twitch chat? Links down below. Come follow us live on Twitch. Who do you want? Dortmund for the story would be fun. I feel like if we want to knock a team out, it's Hertha Berlin, because it's probably too early in the save for them to have spent all their big money on all those crazy regions they always seem to pick up on saves. And Leipzig would be an interesting one. First at out is Berlin, and we do get them. Hertha Berlin, and then obviously Dortmund and Leipzig. So I don't know if that's a two-legged thing, or if that's a what goes around here. Semi-final, 3 subs from 9, plus 1 sub in extra time. All right, so go straight to extra time. There we are. Lower division team outside top 2 division plays at home. All right, well, obviously we're not. So there we are. So there you go. And then obviously in the final, we also get 2.5 mil for just getting there. And then in the final, we get a chance to go straight into the Europa group stage if we get there as well. In terms of that game there being in terms of a live con, it is tempting. It is really tempting to have that as a live con game. And what I might do is I might just do youth intake and all that in this little episode. And next episode is going to be a live con semi-final against Hertha Berlin, because you know what? It's our biggest game in the context of our history here at Hertha Berlin, 1860 Munich, sorry. We're playing Hertha Berlin away from home with a chance to make the final. We will see that as a live con, but that'll be next episode. In this episode, we're going to recap the games and, of course, youth intake. For those that do not remember our youth intake quickly, youth candidates, there you go. It's going to be a good intake. Goalkeeper and wingers. We probably need a keeper because from what we've seen from our keeper that we bought in for 3 mil, not particularly great. So it'll be interesting to see what we get. And we do get a winger, but an actual right midfield, which is not bad. We actually got 2 other guys that aren't too bad in Hersic and Bektas. The rest of the boys not particularly great. We got any good nationalities. We got a Brazilian in there. We got an Italian. And then obviously we always get a Turkish lad. But yeah, here we go. Anyway, Christopher Zetti. How does he look? Well-rounded actually. That's actually not bad. He's usable. Reason why is normal determination. Actually got technical dribbling. His techniques and crossing, dribbling and first touch aren't bad. And he's got decent pace for a young kid. What I do like about him is look how many 8s are there, 9s are there. With natural growth, Christopher Zettel is going to definitely develop into a usable footballer. I look at him and go, this kid playing a couple of years of under-19 football, gets a loan or 2. This guy could probably develop into a potential player for us of a very good level. So, yeah, Christopher, you're coming in straight off the bat. There's your youth intake. That's actually a good pickup. It's not the greatest youth intake. Nothing beats our first and second year intakes, but yeah. Hersic could actually have an Australian nationality. Doesn't, just straight out German. He's not bad either. Another young winger, very well rounded, not too bad. And then we have Bektas, who I think is Turkish as well. Yep, he is. Young fullback. What I will say about this guy is he's not bad. Don't write this kid off. Good mentally, right? And his physicals, you look at him and go, oh yeah, but jumping reach of 4. But he's naturally fit, he's got natural acceleration, and the physicals generally grow very quickly. So this kid's not bad. What I like about him is that he's got good determination, makes a good decision, right? Bit aggro, but he's got natural tackling. We can work marking decisions and positioning, and he's pretty good at making a good decision, being in the right position, so we can work on that. He's the sort of guy that guy that comes out at 4-star out youth intake, he goes into the 19s, your coaches look at him for a week and go, nah, this kid's 5-star. This kid's not bad. Ferhat Bektas is definitely a fullback that I'm like, if he became quick, which I think he'd work on his speed, straight off the bat, just get that up, he would be not bad. Yet again, 8 marking, 9 passing, 10 technique, you know, 6 dribbling, 6 crossing. These are all of those sort of stats that are going to, you know, the 8 and the 9 passing can get to 13, 14. Those stats can get to 11. This is the sort of kid that, if he developed, could actually turn into being a rotation option for us. So, for me, I'm actually going to offer him straight out on a deal before we even sim forward a day. But there we are. I don't mind him there, but Christopher's definitely the one. The rest of these guys obviously not ready for it. But yeah, Christopher, he's the man. I'm pretty sure someone will do a regen name for him as well. But there we go. So in terms of other results, we played Heidemann. We won 5-2 in a game that we absolutely dominated in. I don't think these guys have had too much else to really see since then. So yeah, we have done that. What we are going to do is we're going to get through a few more games here, YouTube. And then we'll come back, recap those games, and next episode is going to be that Cup semi-final versus Hertha Berlin. Welcome back, YouTube. Time to recap what is going on, obviously, here with the results since youth intake, and I'm just going to put it out there. We do have an Amberg coming up and SPVGG. You'll know those results before we play Hertha Berlin in the semi-final of the DFB Pokal next year as well. Next episode, not next year. We're playing them in a couple of weeks, actually. But yeah, we've got a couple of results to run through. Every time we seem to do poor in the 4-1-2-1-2, we then go and blitz teams. So, as you can see, and then we beat Kiel, Heidemann, lost to AUE in a game that we didn't, look, sometimes I say we get FM'd and we don't get FM'd, and sometimes I say we get FM'd and we have been really FM'd. This one here was one of those games that we dominated in terms of the highlights we saw, just put a lot of highlights wide, and we didn't see too many highlights from them and they scored them. But the stats will serve as an even game. And I guess when games are like this, they can go either way, so it wasn't well enough. We then hit back, though, won a 2-0. We finally kept the clean sheet against Ingolstadt. Won 6-2 here against Dusseldorf, and that's my main problem. We've dominated this game. We never should concede. We concede 2. That's an issue. We need to go and run a run of clean sheets for me, but yeah, it is. Anyway, I want to end this episode with a youth signing, so to say. We get their next gen list. I don't know if it's still gonna be in here. There we go, Wonder Kid regens. As you can see, we get them every year. It's my favourite part. The last day of March, every year it comes out. We literally scout nearly every player on there that we think is signable. So guys like, for me, for instance, like Solanus, I scouted just because I wanted to know. But you know, there's other guys around. Like there's a Russian guy that I didn't even scout. I don't think 11 to 20. Here he is. This 16-year-old, just like. You know, people like this, they make you depressed. Like, how the hell is this guy 11th in the world? AJ, if you're watching, just flick off your screen from the cricket, have a look at him. Because Bogdan's unreal. But, yeah, we get people like this. Anyhow, there was a guy here, number 4, from a bit of a weird nation. Bit of a weird club. Del Belgaro is actually on loan from something Cruz, like Goldie Cruz. I don't know. What's the name of his thing? There we are. Goldie Cruz. So I was like, okay, I'll go have a look. 16 years of age, gave him a scouting. Hey, I'm like, well, most times are not when they're 4th on the list. You're like, oh yeah, not bad. Natural tackler, good positioning, great work rate, good physicals. I was like, yeah, this guy is going to be a fullback and a half in the future. And guess what? They only wanted, when we go and click on him for his signing fee, 1.3 mil, 700k up front, a bit more over for a 3-year deal. I was like, yep, not a problem. In you come, accepted. There he is. This guy's coming to be a right back for next season in Division 2 or in the top flight. I don't know. We'll find out, obviously, in the due course. But we got Martin Aguirre in. He looks fantastic. And I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that signing there could be a guy, considering he's 4th as a next-gen kid, that could become one of the best right backs in world football. And I tell you what, with 15 natural tackling and those physicals, I think he could be too. Anyway, in terms of this episode, that's going to be the end of it. Next episode, ladies and gentlemen, will be a live com. It's the semi-final of the DFB Pokal. We play Hertha Berlin away in Berlin. If we win there, we're into a final. That would be another live com. And also with the league being so close, as you can see, I've got a game in hand on everybody else because we just played and won against Dusseldorf. Everyone else plays. If results go away, we could be 2nd. Results go away, we could. If results don't go away, we're 5th. So it's a frantic old time. Next episode, what we're going to do is definitely play Berlin. We'll probably then recap results afterwards, and we'll see how that leads us into the league with 4 games to go. And if it needs it, we will do a final day live com as well for the league. And hopefully we have a final day live com for the final of the DFB Pokal. But we have to beat Berlin to get there, and that will be next episode. From Dame and everybody else, see you next time. Links down below. Go give it a like and subscribe.